exile than I ever expected to be.
I'm glad you're happy.
And you?
I could say that first one. Damn! I didn't know that. I am in love with a human mage of all people.
Then I thank the ancestors for their kindness, for I too have found my heart. My wife is a surfacer.
Attaboy, Gorham.
We're expecting our firstborn before the spring.
Attaboy. Well, when can I meet the lucky girl? Because mine's standing right behind me. Well, the black-haired one, not the white-haired one. Well, when can I meet the lucky girl?
I would love to introduce you, but you must have more important business than hearing about me.
No.
Have a look at my father-in-law's crafts. All fine work, and I'll cut you a discount.
Bruh, Gorham's sword. Oh, shit. Oh my god. That's a pretty damn good shield. I'm sorry to say this, but I got way better stuff. I need fucking Illyrium though. I need flask. I need everything.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts.
Too bad the wardens hate mages and Inquisitors, right? Or am I wrong? I don't know. I don't think the wardens hate mages in Inquisition. A lot of people hate mages in Inquisition because it's basically like the mage rebellion in that game. So maybe, I don't know, it's not like they have a specific hatred for mages. Maybe they just don't like them because they caused the mage rebellion to happen. And so a lot of the mages are just running free. A letter from King Endred. Perhaps you will burn this letter unread. For that I would not blame you, but I would not return to the stone without saying this to you. I've seen what Balin is, and when I saw it I knew I had been a fool. For only a fool would cut his own heart and burn it for the sake of appearances. I never believed in your guilt. I allowed you to be exiled because I feared an inquiry into Trian's murder would taint our house with scandal in the eyes of the Deshirs and cost our family the throne. But I have saved nothing by the sacrifice. I sent my only child into an uncertain exile. Know that whatever you do now, you bear all the honor and pride of House Iduken. Yeah, that's right.
Direct from
Balin,
Orzammar.
bitch.
You won't find better. You do your father proud, my lord.
Ancestors watch over you, Gorham.
I recognize you. From Ostagar. Untrust his blood. You're a Grey Warden. Duncan's apprentice.
And you're...
Killed my friend.
Who?
And good King Kaelin. I demand satisfaction, sir.
You have a question? Okay. Alright, what's your question? What is thy question? Satisfaction?
An uncommon traitor deserves no common death. We will meet on the field of honor, and my blade shall see justice done.
And you get answers.
Meet me in the back alley behind the Nod Noble Tavern.
What?
There we will duel.
What? That is unfair, okay? That is an unfair statement, okay? Logain's charges against the Wardens are false.
So you would compound slander on top of treason? You dare smear Terran Logain's word?
I dare! I double dog dare! Use your wits. The Wardens would never help the Darkspawn.
Do not try to worm your way out of it, traitor. In the back alley, we will duel.
What? Okay, well, fuck me, I guess. Bet your brain is too curious. Closing costs. So you'll get a... Closing costs have to be paid at closing. It doesn't roll into your mortgage, but it is paid outright. At least, as far as I know, it's paid outright. And at when you get your loan summary, the RCU will send you a loan summary, and it'll tell you the cash you need to bring to the closing meeting. It'll say like cash to close, and it'll have all the different closing costs and stuff. But yes, it does have to be paid outright, unless there's something I don't know about, which there very well could be. But oh, I can't open this shit. Oh,
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts.
what the hell? Why do keys need to be required? This is bullshit.
Won't find better.
Yeah, you can't open it. You have bitch ass skill. Fade the Apprentice. What? Dad. I don't know how to say his name. What's up, dude?
What is it? I have work to do.
Oh, I have a note here from your master.
What does it say? I knew this would
Gross. How
happen.
much is yours?
Just when I was starting
shit.
to get good. Well, thanks.
I think mine was like,
Guess.
my closing cost was like 4,000.
Still it is.
I think it was, might have been around 4,000. That's what mine was. Cash to close is actually like the closing cost plus, or your down payment. I don't know. There's so much shit. All I know, my closing costs are 4,000. That's it'll tell you in the loan summary what your closing cost is, or is, whatever. Gross. Well, see, that's why I don't know how you did your offer, but that's why Nate had me put the closing costs added to the offer, because the interest rate is so fucking low, that $4,000. It's better for me to have that cash. So the seller is actually going to give me a check for 4,000. That's going to go towards credit me to the closing costs. So I'm technically paying the closing costs, but over 30 years. Because we just rolled it right into the offer. So I offered 135, but on the actual offer it says 139. And in the contingencies it says the seller credits me $4,000. So that's how we did it. So that way I have more cash for the down payment and all these other fees that are popping up. So that's the main reason we did it.
Good day. The market is busy, is it not? Come, rest here. I have the finest selection of flowers and Orlesian scented oils in all of Denver.
Whether or not that's the best way to do it, I don't know.
Perhaps.
But
roses can open any woman's
his
heart,
reasoning
you know.
for it was because money is so like cash is so valuable right now because the interest rates are so low. So putting $4,000 over 30 years, not that much at all. Especially with like the interest rate, or adding 4,000 to a loan is not that much. Now, if it was more like 6%, yeah, different story then. It's the same with the down payment. Why you can get away with putting like 3.5% down or 3% down right now because interest rates are so low. What? Yeah, I want roses. I want some more practical. What's there to see in the market? Where are you from?
I am from Orlais. You've heard of us, no? This Denerim is a fine city, but I miss my Varroyo. She's quite beautiful this time of year.
My screen. Okay, my game's gonna crash anytime here. Tell me about Valhalla.
What I miss most are the clothes. The avenue of flowers this time
Well,
of year
I
are so
still
many
have to
colors.
pay $4,000 at closing costs, no matter, or at closing, no matter what.
Clothes.
But
Many
because
only
I
the noble-born
offered
can afford.
4,000 extra in my
Varadin
offer,
is more muted.
the seller is going to give me that
fashion's quite old.
4,000, and I will
But I
hand
like
the
the people of
$4,000
this city
for closing
very
to
much.
the title company. So it is very confusing, even to me. And when I'm confused about something, I don't necessarily explain it that well. But why did you leave?
Orlais has many, many good things, but it is sometimes not so good to be common. My brother had trouble with a chevalier, and we departed shortly after.
What's a chevalier?
You know so little of Orlais here.
Bro, I'm a
The chevaliers
dwarf.
are knights of the highest order.
Okay?
They are
I'm
the
from
most
fucking
skilled in the
Orzammar.
world. Their discipline, formidable. For their service, they're allowed privileges. They can do whatever they want to the lesser born.
What sort of trouble did you get in?
A chevalier took an interest in me. It was his right, but it was unwelcome. Incensed, my brother hit him over the head with a pot. Such a thing is almost treason. We left that very night and came here.
Well, what your brother did is right.
Perhaps where you are from. But in human lands, things are sometimes not so clear. Many revere the chevaliers
Okay,
for
my
their
game is
skill,
freaking out.
honor, and deeds. But others tread lightly. As lightly as the mouse in the cat's den. If you will excuse me, I feel a touch lightheaded.
Now this I can do.
Okay.
It is a pleasure. Or perhaps you tire of the smell, and smelling good is not. Ferelden is no longer full of barbarians.
I'm one.
People judge with their noses as well as their ears and eyes. But you look more armed than most of my patrons. Perhaps
So
you
did
seek the armor
I
smith's
answer your
way.
question,
Then to the
or
south? He is quite the artiste, yes.
oh, okay, never mind. Thought I was gonna get an actual flower from her, but apparently not. Bryn.
Don't stare at me, child.
Whoa.
I can have my
Cesar!
father and yourself to fight dogs.
If you have coin, welcome to our shop. If not, move along. Too many refugees blocking customers.
Not fucking bad, dude. I'm not a refugee, bruh.
I didn't think so, sir. Too much flesh on the bones. You walk tall, proud. Not
Okay.
hunched. Sad times in Ferelden.
Uncalled for. Well, he did say tall. Nothing special about Denham?
Better trade cities to the north, but plenty good trade here. Now with war and blight, business is bad.
Blight. Have anything for sale?
Oh, yes.
Oh, what do you got? Ooh. Wait. What? That's all you got, dude? Ah, shit. I don't want to waste gold on that shit. What up, Master Ignacio?
Another visitor, Maestro. Enjoy browsing my wares.
Where are you?
Master Trader Ignacio, at your service, good sir. My cousin and I have trade connections all along the seaways. We have furniture,
I'm assuming
silks,
since you're not
carvings,
answering
and
me, I
much
did.
more. Cesar handles the trade stock, I handle other affairs.
What affairs are those?
Business deals, meetings. Cesar makes it so I am free of the day-to-day concerns of our store.
You aren't far from Brelden, are you?
No, I am not. I am a trader at heart. My home is the road. But I was born past the waking sea in Antiva. It has been many, many years since I have seen her. But the road is a better mistress than my home city ever was.
What do you mean?
On the docks of Rialto, life is cheap. As cheap as the dockside ale and the soiled whores. You can live a longer life out here. And a wise man can make a comfortable fortune in time.
Well, with the Blight, Ferelden isn't exactly safe either.
Straightforward, predictable danger is refreshing to me. Any moment in Rialto, the streets can run red, and often do. I'd take Darkspawn any day. At least you can see them coming.
Do you need any help?
No. Not yet. Perhaps one day.
What stories do you have of Antiva?
It has been many, many years since I have seen her. But the road is a better mistress than my home city ever was.
Alright.
Luck be to you.
Nice
Lord.
story there, dude.
Now this I can do.
Okay. That's done. Let's go over here, actually. Got a tavern. Ooh, Brother Ginny TV. We'll do that last. I guess I'll text you. Did your question? Book. Navarra. The fourth time I attempted to cross the border into Navarra from Orleans was turned back by chevaliers. I decided to take the more roundabout path, a ship back to Ferelden and then another to Navarra. The outcome was more than worth the trouble. The whole country is filled with artistry, from the statues of heroes that litter the streets and even the meanest village to the glittering golden college of Magi in Cumberland. Perhaps nowhere is more astonishing than the most necropolis outside Navarra City. Unlike most other followers of Andraste, the Navarrans do not burn their dead. Instead, they carefully preserve the bodies and seal them in elaborate tombs. Some of the wealthiest Navarrans begin construction of their own tombs while quite young, and these become incredible palaces, complete with gardens, bathhouses, and ballrooms, utterly silent, kept only for the dead. Oh. Okay. Politics of Ferelden. Great, I love politics. To our neighbors, Ferelden seems utterly chaotic. Unlike other monarchies, power does not descend from our throne. Rather, it rises from the support of the freeholders. Each freehold chooses the band or jarl to whom it pays allegiance. Typically, this choice is based on proximity of the freehold to a lord's castle, as it's worthless to pay for the upkeep of soldiers who will arrive at your land too late to defend it. For the most part, each generation of freeholders casts its lot with the same band as their fathers did, but things can and do change. No formal oaths are sworn, and it is not unheard of, especially in the prickly center banroom, for bands to court freeholders away from their neighbors, a practice which inevitably begets feuds that last for ages. Terrans arose from amongst the bands, war leaders who, in antiquity, had grown powerful enough to move other bands to swear fealty to them. There were many Terrans in the days before King Callan had, but he succeeded in whittling them down to only two. Warren in the south, Hiever in the north. These Terrans still hold the oaths of bands and jarls who they may call upon in the event of war or disaster, and similarly, Terrans still hold the responsibility of defending those sworn to them. The jarls were established by the Terrans, given command of strategic fortresses that cannot be overseen by the Terrans themselves. Unlike the Terrans, the jarls have no bands sworn to them and are simply somewhat more prestigious bands. The king is, in essence, the most powerful of the Terrans. Although Denerim was originally the tyranny of the king, it has since been reduced to an Arling, as the king's domain is now all of Ferelden. But even the king's power must come from the bands. Nowhere is this more evident than during the Landsmeet, an annual council for which all the nobles of Ferelden gather, held for almost 3,000 years, except odd interruptions during blights and invasions. The sight of a king asking for, and working to win, the support of lesser men is a source of constant wonder to foreign ambassadors. Putting the final layer of paint on this beach. Nice. Ooh.
I'm a Crimson Ore. Which way you looking, or we'll rip your damned eyes out and piss in your skull. Another round for me men.
What? Oh, okay.
Don't even think you can spill that and leave it for me to clean.
Heh. Alright, whatever.
Maker's blessings upon you.
Notices of death. Warden, it is always a sad duty to report the deaths of those who have died in the service of the guild. Today, this duty falls to you. Should you accept it? With this letter, you'll find the names of 4 women recently widowed and letters giving condolences for the loss of their husbands. All 4 men were killed during the work of the irregulars, and we mourn the deaths of all who die in service to our ideals. Please handle this task with the discretion and care that I'm confident you possess in spades. You must deliver these notes to widows Irenia in Redcliffe, Lorana near Lake Calumet, and Sarah and Tanya in Denerim. Many thanks for this difficult task. Restocking the guild. My good people, we're facing work coming in from 2 fronts, and everyone must contribute. The irregulars are prepared to pay any man or woman who comes forth with a gift of 20 health poultices. No questions asked. If we work together, we can stock the regulars for irregulars for. And no, I ain't doing that quite yet. I want to give them fucking 20 of them. My shit. My dear lady, it is with great regret that I must inform you of the death of your husband. He died as he lived, with the greatest honor, completing a task of vital importance to you. Rest assured that we will take vengeance on those responsible for his death. Please accept my condolences for your loss. Damn, bro. That's harsh. That's a little harsh. What's up, bartender?
What can I get you, stranger?
What do you got?
Right, I'll show you around.
Oh, I need that. You got a bunch of fucking flasks. Hell yeah, let's buy like fucking 50. Yeah, we'll buy ale for Ogren. We'll give him 2. Let's do that. I think I can buy I'll buy like 10 of these, I guess. Buy a few of these. Oh my good lord, not that many. Buy 10. That is used to make stronger poisons.
What can I get you, stranger?
Anyone need help, maybe with something not strictly legal? Glance there for prying eyes and produces a few notes on behalf of interested parties. Vine blight all done. Damn, that did not take you that long. Correspondence interrupts. R has a small request. It's always useful to have a big name in your pocket, and there's nothing better than snagging them with their knickers down. If, in travels wide, someone were to come across notes between illicit lovers, I have certain specialists who can make the most of the text, deliver it to the bartender, and an investment towards future manipulation will be handsomely paid. D requires swift action. I have trouble. A few of my more excitable young associates got a little nervous during a couple of delicate handovers. Suffice to say, a little mess needs attention. Life is normally cheap, but if word of this gets out, there will be consequences. My men are under close watch, so I would be most grateful for someone willing to take care of this. Coin is assured. Negotiation aids. K requests the following. The troubles of the new blood seem to find me. I've ruffled some feathers with my alternative tactics, and certain people have had me blacklisted by my primary supplier, so I put this out there to those enterprising friends who want an ally, and perhaps a little coin. 15 toxin extract samples will be more than enough to ensure I can continue building support. Simple, isn't it? Yeah, maybe.
My shift's nearly over. Thank Untrust.
Thank Untrust. Oh my god, yeah. Your bitch ass ain't opening this ever on. God damn piece of shit.
You do not approve of me, do you? You have to ask. I didn't realize I was being subtle. Ah, the old cat still has her claws, I see. And you also do not approve of my involvement with our stalwart Grey Wolf.
I like how they're talking about
you
Jordan
are
right
dangerous, Morrigan. Dangerous, cunning, and thoroughly deceitful. But you are beautiful, and he is young. It's a pity he doesn't know any better.
Why, Wynne, I do believe that is the first time you have ever offered a compliment. Thank you.
Only you would take that as a compliment.
Listen, old woman. What happens between myself and him is not your concern. You can approve or not approve as you wish, but this is one thing you cannot influence and mold to your liking.
So you say. I do hope that one day soon you will discover that neither is he.
You mistake my intent, old cat, and you are a fool.
Am I? Well, let's hope so.
I like how we're having that conversation literally right in front of me. That's funny.
Very well.
The Legend of Calenad, Chapter 3. Calenad's legend tells that Lady Shayna harbored a love for her king that went beyond friendship, a love that she had kept secret out of her sense of duty and honor. When offered a love potion by a witch in disguise, a witch would later turn out to be the vengeance-seeking sister of Simeon. This bitch looks sexy! Oh, I thought you were talking about me. Oh. Shit. You're talking about the Vine Blight. Lady Shayna gave in to temptation. She used a potion on Calenhad, but Queen Marin discovered the two of them together that night, and brokenhearted fled down and returned to her father. She told Mirrodin everything, and he angrily threatened to revoke his support of Calenhad and begin anew the Civil War. It is said that Lady Shayna felt remorseful at her manipulation of her best friend's heart and confessed her use of forbidden magic to the court. Although her life was forfeit, Calenhad forgave Lady Shayna for what she had been done and refused to have her executed. No bromo, though? No bromo. As long as you say no bromo. I mean, you don't even have to say that. Nah, it's good to say it. Mirrodin fiercely roused the other Earls against Calenhad and Lady Shayna, and it was not long before Ferelden stood on the brink of civil war once again. Against Calenhad's orders, Lady Shayna went alone to Marin to plead for peace and plead her case, only to be found out by Mirrodin and slain. Angered but also saddened, Calenhad challenged Mirrodin to an honored duel. A fight neither of them wanted but knew was necessary, and Mirrodin was slain. The death of the king's greatest ally and important Jarl was too much for the young king to bear. The other Jarls would not back down in their claims against Calenhad. The threat of civil war rose once again. Calenhad went to his wife one last time, although none know what he said to her, and then he simply vanished. He left with Marin a proclamation abdicating his throne in favor of the son his queen carried in her belly, who eventually ascended to the throne as King Wayland I. The king credited with establishing the Theron dynasty, lasting to this day. Calenhad would never reappear. The legend of Calenhad himself only grew over time, as stories and sightings multiplied, even long after the point when Calenhad could possibly still be alive. Some say he disappeared into the Kakari Wilds, or went to live with the dwarves, or even become a monk in a reclusive Chantry order. Chantry named Calenhad one of the anointed in 788 Storm. Calenhad's sword, Nametos, was left with Marin and became a symbol of Ferelden kingship over the next century. Rumors of its magical powers grew, and when it was lost in the ambush that killed King Venedrin in 824 Blessed, it was seen as a great blow to the Theron line. Several false swords have appeared since that time, but never as a true sword resurfaced. Said, I'm gonna find his sword. I'm doing it. It's gonna be my sword. There's nothing there. Okay. What is over here?
I shall do it.
Perhaps I could have a try.
No, you can't, because you're a fucking bitch, Zevron. Whatever. I'm over it. I'm over it. Alright. I'm actually going to end it for tonight. Because I'm going to finish up the episode of